All right, welcome back to LearnWire. Today we're going to look at Unum. And Unum is a social media co-pilot tool to create, schedule, and track social content in one place. From the founders, less than 10 employees. They are verified by persona. And we can come in here and look at, it supports up to 190 countries. They're based out of Los Angeles, United States, venture funded, and they've been around since 2016. I've looked at some of the comments that is verified. They have been around a long time. Here's their roadmap. You can see they have a live roadmap right now. And so far, the reviews, there's 3 reviews. This is brand new, just hit, I believe, yesterday. And they have 3 5-star reviews so far. And essentially what you get with this is you get lifetime access to Unum, and there's only one licensed tier. It's license tier 1, $49, unlimited social integrations, unlimited scheduling, unlimited channels, unlimited photos and videos, unlimited storage, unlimited members, unlimited workspaces, unlimited AI credits, magic resizer AI tool, AI Copilot, and all 20 plus tools and future tool additions included. Very impressive that it's unlimited. Let's log into the dashboard. Now, one thing I will just preface this by saying is that this is a social media scheduling tool. It does not create the images for you. From what I've already kind of looked at the tool a little bit. It does not create the actual images or media. So you need to provide that. But if for projects like what I'm running right now, Pinterest heavy projects, driving traffic to niche websites using Pinterest, this would be a perfect tool because we're using another AI image generation tool. We're also using Canva. And so this is different than Follower, different than Marquee, different than a lot of the other tools that we see over here that create the images for you. This tool basically does everything else. It's a powerhouse and does everything else for you, but it doesn't create the images for you. So if you're looking for a social media scheduling and automation tool that also creates the images and media for you, then this tool is not going to be for you. But if you're already creating assets, let's say you're recording videos, you're already creating shorts, most likely when you're creating real brands, you're actually going to be using other tools that specifically are created to create videos, to create images, to create those catchy images and so forth that can go viral. You usually aren't going to be able to find all of that under one roof. It's just not that feasible. And so what I really actually like what Unum has done is that they are a social media scheduling platform. Okay. So you log in, you're at Studio right here. One thing that I did was you can click on the AI part right here. And I actually told it to, hey, give me a coffee brand content plan. And this is what it came up with for us. For a coffee brand looking to expand its marketing presence, it tells you what the age and audience that would be looking for this. It tells you what platforms you should be posting on: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, posting frequency, and so forth. So it gives you can create a marketing plan in here. This is kind of what the AI part looks like. Create a post about blah, 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 create a social media strategy. So let's just click this one right over here and just see what it does, because I don't think that it can create images. I might be wrong. But there you go. It did the following, added one new post idea. And I don't know, where do I get to see the post idea? I'm not really sure where that's at. Okay, so I don't know where that post idea came from, but when I did run that coffee one, it actually created all these channels over here. It created all the Facebook and YouTube, TikTok, and you would need to go and sync these up and connect them, but it did actually create these for me. I did not create these or add these myself, but let's just start from where you would want to add a new channel. So you'd come in here, you can see that I added my Keto Crush Pinterest channel. That's what we're going to be messing with today, but it will post to Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. Those are all the ones that are very image heavy. I'm not sure if it'll send videos with TikTok. I'm not going to be testing that in this video, but we're going to stick with Pinterest right now because there's a lot to cover in the video. So essentially what you're going to do, you can add unlimited members. You just come over here, you put their email address in right here, and you send invite, and you can actually come over here to your team and manage your team members. You can go into account settings, your team details, member access. So right over here, you can invite members from here as well. And then right over here, this is where you're going to choose what access and what workspace they have access to, you can also come over here to connected accounts over here and add more accounts. You can add as many accounts, as many channels, as many workspaces as you want. And that's what separates this tool from pretty much any other tool that you've probably seen hit AppSumo, is that they're very heavy on not limiting you on the amount of posts that you can post or schedule. The data and storage, I've confirmed it's unlimited storage. You can upload, from what they're saying, you can upload a terabyte of media data to their server, and then you'll have all your assets to create posts from. So those are going to be the highlights of Unum. So let's go through and see what we can do with this tool. So you're going to go into Studio over here. We're going to upload content. I've already done this ahead of time because remember, you have to have your own like media assets. So we're going to upload some content. You can go from Dropbox, from a link, or from a device. Let's go from our device, and then I'm going to go over here and grab these images right over here, and we're going to go open right over here. So we're going to add these images in, and here's our media right over here. And then what we can do is, let's just say we want to click on one of these, and we can preview it. We can go new post, we can add channel, we can download it from here as well. So I'm going to say new post from this. We're going to go and just create. Now I'm not really sure why it says an integration and a channel, but I guess we're just going to go and select our channel here. And then now you have your left sidebar, which is going to be, you can schedule it right over here. You can remind, and I don't know what auto post to Pinterest actually is. We'll try auto post to Pinterest real quick. So I guess you do need to choose one or the other. So auto post to Pinterest, and then we're going to choose what time we want. So it is December 17th, and we're going to go with, let's go with 7:10. So then we can actually verify and see if it actually works for us. We need to be kind of fast about this. We can upload videos. So that verifies right there. We can add videos. There's a button over here. We can create a preview. We can fine tune this. We can add text over this. If we wanted to put something on right there, we can adjust the image, and then we can also add filters to our image as well. May as well, let's add that filter right there. So a lot of easy set tools that we can use right away. Okay, so I had to go and move this into Chrome. I was using the Arc browser, and after I kind of push that button, and I tried to refresh the page. We were just out of commission. So I went ahead and moved over to Chrome. This is why every time I try to use Arc browser with almost any tool, it just doesn't work. So using softwares and reviewing them, it just makes more sense to use Chrome, unfortunately. All right, so when you go back into the schedule, I went in and found the post that we were going to schedule, and then now it brings it up on the right side over here. So your scheduling feature now is on the right. Now we can come over here, and I don't want it to be a 1-on-1. So how do we change the size of this? I want to go over here and see if we can change the size, because we should be able to, I'm not really sure where we can choose the actual size, because you can see that it looks like it's going to post a square image, and we don't want a square image. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that. We will test again. And I did select channel. We'll try to select the integration next time and see if that makes a difference at all. But we have this scheduled for 7:15. We need to go and write our caption. So what I'm going to do is go to my site and go into seasonal and holiday. This is where we got the images from. So I'm going to go grab this, copy that, come over here and put that in under the link options right over here that we want to go to. We can select our board, seasonal and haul right there. And then now we need a title and so forth. So what we'll do is we'll come back over here and let's just grab this, and let's see if we can come back over here, place that in, and then just maybe say magic caption and just say, make a casual one, generate content. And this is now where we're using the AI. I would imagine they have to be using a free version of, Claude, HiQ, or they could be using ChatGPT 4 Mini or 3.5, because there's no way they can give away this unlimited credits if this was higher LLM. But get ready for the cozy season with these mouthwatering low carb recipes. You can make it shorter, make it longer. You can change the tone. So we're going to replace this caption. Boom, we've got our caption right there. Now we need a title. Now there is no title right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just put the title in right there from what we had, and we can preview our post. This is what the post will look like. So even though it said 1-1, since it knows it's going to Pinterest, maybe this is what it'll look like. We will know here in a couple minutes. I need to get this scheduled. Where's the scheduler? So I don't see like a finalize. We have this scheduled right there. So I'm going to click off that. There's no button that says, okay, finalize or schedule post. So it does look like there's a green button right here and it should be going out at 7:15. So we might have missed the boat on this. We will see. All right, so we come back into the scheduler and I see that this is in gray right here. I'm going to click on it. So it may not have actually worked. We might have missed it. So we're going to go and check. I don't see anything over here that says that it actually successfully posted. But as we go over here, we can see that our post did get posted right here. So let's go click on it, see what it looks like. It did come over as a Pinterest size. So that's what we were looking for. So that worked really well. We have our title right here. We did have our text with a couple of the hashtags right here. And if you go and visit the site, it is in fact going over to the Keto Fall Recipes blog post. So that's how you would use this. Super, super easy to use. I didn't have to watch a tutorial or anything like that. And so I'm not really sure with the gray out. It was green that it wasn't scheduled. And then once it published, it turned to gray right here. Not really sure about that, but let's go and schedule some more. So let's do one more. So the studio, one thing that I noticed that I wish that they had was, I would love, because we used this one right here, right? It's got that like steak part right there. Okay. So I would love for this to be able to change a different color or be check marked that we've used it. And I don't see a way to do this. I get that this is a media bin, but I would love to be able to check mark that we've actually used and scheduled that post. When you have hundreds and hundreds of assets in here in media files, you're going to get very confused on what you've used, what you haven't used. So I would love to see the ability to just have some type of little ribbon that says that you have in fact used this before. And so that would be super, super nice to see that. I'm going to go over here and just say new post. Let's see if there's another way that you can actually do this. So you can actually go into scheduler, and let's just go into the 18th real quick. And I did the channel last time. Let's go to integration. Nope, I guess you do. You select channel every time. So here's the big scheduler that we wanted to see earlier. We know that we're going into Keto Crush, but if you have a LinkedIn page and a Facebook page, you would just add all those as well. So once we connect these with that brand, you would just be able to add all of those as well. So we're going to schedule this for the 18th. And once you can set a reminder to publish. I don't know why you would do that. They do have an auto publisher right here, but we need to add an image. So you click over here in the main part over here, or you click over here on photo, video, or idea over here as well. Idea is only going to help you with just the idea and give you AI text on what you should do, but it's not going to create the image for you. As you can see, we're having a hard time. That part was a little sluggish right there. Selected channels, we already got that. We're going to let's go with, for this one, let's test out from a link. And let's go and grab this link here and see what we can do with just pasting a link right here. We're going to import from this URL and see what it can do for us. So it's adding media, but we know we have 5 images on this particular web page. So let's see what it'll do for us. Okay, so I've been sitting here for about 4 minutes. It has not added the media, so we're gonna go ahead and try to just skip out of that. Adding it from the URL isn't really working for me. I am in Chrome and it isn't updated. Okay, so we're back. You can see I have updated Chrome. Let's go and try to do this again real quick. So we'll go click on photo again. We'll go from link. We'll paste in we'll come back over here, grab our URL, come back over here. Maybe I was grabbing the wrong link there. Now I'm gonna go import this. Maybe that was a mistake on my part. Let's see what it can do for us now. So what I'm thinking is happening is when you add a link that has a bunch of images on it, it doesn't seem like it's going to work. But if I come in here and maybe I can right click and copy the image address right here, and we can try that. So I'm going to click off here and we're going to try one more time. So I'm going to go and click on, we're going to exit out of these, and I'm going to try one more time with photo from link, and I'm going to paste the actual link in and import here. And maybe that will work for us. Adding media, and that worked. Okay, so you can go and grab an image URL, but you can't grab a blog URL that has several images on it, if that makes sense. It's not going to extract from your entire URL here, but it is going to extract a very specific URL that is an image URL, if that makes sense. So we brought in our image that way. That's totally cool. We can go in with caption. I'm not really sure, like if we say magic caption, we do need to put something in there. So I'm just going to go and go over to the site. Maybe we put in just a little bit of information right here, come back in over here, paste that in, and we're going to go with longer, and we'll generate the content right here with magic caption. There's our caption. We can replace the caption right here. And then this is where so it gives us 3 hashtags. We can go into this magic hashtags area right here. It's going to pull up hashtags for us. What we've used is in gray, but we can go and add more. Oh, these are all the hashtags that we would want to. So maybe we want to take some off right here, but it definitely highlights a ton. So we'll go with keto recipe. We'll take off some of these, go through them, and then just push add. And it's going to add all those for us. But you can see that we're over on characters right here. So we are going to need to take off. I like that because the Pinterest post is just too long. So you're going to need to remove until you are in the good. Right there. So we're good right there. Pinterest options, add a title, and that says optional. So we're not going to do that on this one. Let's go add our URL. So you can see if you literally, if you had a VA working on this, you give them access to this and instruct them on what to do. You could really do a lot with this. Seasonal, we'll go right there. Okay. So now we need to schedule this though, right? So only until you add your image will it let you click on this button right here, auto post. Now, one thing that I wish that they had that I'm not seeing, I did go into the back end of the account settings and so forth, is that there's no like auto schedule, like creating a schedule with all your times. So like what we've seen in Follower and Marquee and a lot of other tools. I even have that ability in Publer where you can go and map out all the times that you want. And then when we could go in here and just push auto schedule, it's going to schedule it for the next available time slot that you have. I don't see that this is an option. So you would have to come in here and start going, for like, let's say 8 a.m. right here. Let's just go with 7:55 a.m. for today and then confirm, right? And then we'll push the schedule button. And then now that one's scheduled. So now that one's scheduled at 7:55. But you have a nice map right here, but we don't have a map, a schedule map with the exact times, the exact amount of posts per day. And that would be next level. And that's what I like about some of the other tools that I'm using. It's definitely not a reason to not use this tool, but let's say you're training a virtual assistant or you're doing it yourself, you're going to have to really memorize what your time slots really are and how many posts you want out per day. Obviously, when you come back to this screen and you can see that, you have a certain time here, let's say you want to go every 2 hours, you're going to easily be able to see that like, hey, we have one at 9 o'clock. So we need to schedule on at 11 o'clock. So you're going to come in here, you're going to go boom, and you're going to say 11 o'clock. And then once you're done scheduling that one, you're going to see that your next one was at 11. So your next one needs to be at 1. So you can do it that way. And it's going to be pretty easy, I think. But I would like to have a built-in scheduler to where you can just push one button and it automatically adds it to a queue, a schedule queue, if you will. All right, so that's it for creating your posts. Your bio bar, this is going to be like your link tree type thing. You can come in here and they have all kinds of templates in here that you can use. We can click on one and just take a look at it. We can actually fully drag and drop what we want. We can add our social shares buttons right over here, and you can create a link that you can go and use with your social media, which is super cool to add into this tool. But since this is a full-fledged social media automation tool, there's a news section over here, and it seems to be all content generated from Unum, sending it back to their social media platforms. You can kind of see what they're doing with social media, their blog posts and so forth. And then you have your channels. So very simple to use tool. I didn't watch any tutorials or anything like that. You literally come in, you add your channel, you add a workspace, you add a channel, you add members if you want. I can see myself just coming in right into the studio, dragging all of your media files over here, and then going into the scheduler and start scheduling this. This would be very easy to train my virtual assistant on this. And I'm looking at going ahead and being able to move from Publer, since I'm paying like $30 a month for that. This is easily a lifetime deal that I could completely replace Publer right now. And if anything happens to this, software's already been around for almost 10 years now. The longevity is there for Unum. So you can go in with confidence that they're going to be here tomorrow and probably for the next foreseeable future, years to come. And so this is a true lifetime deal replacement for a tool that I'm paying monthly for. So at the end of the day, this has been a review of Unum. It's $49 all in. You get unlimited data storage, unlimited scheduling. They don't limit on how many times you can schedule. I'm also limited on Publer how many times I could only post a maximum amount of 36 times for one channel or account on Pinterest if I wanted to. I wouldn't recommend doing more than that anyway. So you want to be smart about what you're doing anyways. But still, there's really no limitations with Unum. It seems like they've intentionally left out the ability to create AI images in here because they don't want to be known for that. They are fully fledged a social media scheduler. Couple last things didn't want to leave out of the review was that you can come over to your channel page, and once you're on a specific channel, you can actually come in here and they have this cool mapping feature, describe your next post. You can actually come in here and you can select, like, add a note right here. So like if you wanted to change this text right here or say that this is going to be a quote text, then you could do that. You can actually change the color of this. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. You can add a row. So you can actually map out your social media plan over here. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I'm just going to say what you published as well. They have this little handy to-do list right over here as well. You can go and, add in different things to do. And when you do, it says one completed, or you can trash that right there. So, but at the end of the day, very impressed with Unum. It sounds like they know their brand. They know exactly what problem they are solving in the market. It really is an alternative to like Hootsuite, Buffer, Sprout Social. It's definitely a alternative to Publer because Publer really isn't creating images either. I'm literally paying $30 a month to have a team member and to be able to schedule our social media posts. And so this is a true alternative to that. And I'm not going to do my new kind of rating system right now. I'm just going to tell you right now, very impressed with the user interface as well. I'm going to give this a solid 4.5 out of 5 stars. I'm taking a little bit of points off because I want that auto scheduler in there. And then I'm going to go ahead and a couple points for a lot of you would want AI image features in here. It doesn't create any media assets for you. You have to create those yourself. So those are really just the only kind of cons that I see in this. Other than that, I'm purchasing this. I'll be keeping, I already purchased it. I already purchased this. I'll be keeping this and probably moving my virtual assistant over to using Unum. What did you guys think below? Leave a comment below. I highly recommend this, 4.5 stars. Link will be below. Thanks for checking this out. See you in the next video.